The forecast for the north is still for flooding conditions to prevail. That is caused mainly by the excessive rainfall that we've received over the past couple weeks. We're not seeing any riverine flooding, which is different from precipitation-related flooding. But there is the possibility that we do get riverine flooding from our neighbors. Guatemala and Mexico having floods, as we've seen with Chetumal. The same time Chetumal was flooding, Belize in the north was also flooding. But more recently, the flooding that we're seeing in San Roman, San Pedro up in the north, Progreso, it's based on excessive rainfall. And so that is termed urban flooding. With any additional rainfall that we can get, I would say with a minimum of 6 inches more, we can see a combination of excessive rainfall coupled with riverine flooding. And so you might be saying, well, you're using a lot of words, what does this mean? It just means we will have flooding conditions for longer periods, because what we call localized flooding from excessive rainfall, that water eventually runs off into the rivers. But if the rivers are full, where is it going to go? And then we also have to factor in tidal events. When there's a high tide, the water basically remains stagnant, or it starts to fan out or spread out. And in areas that are not prone to flooding before, they now become flooded. So there are a lot of factors that we need to consider in terms of flooding, and that's why we work very closely with the Met Service and with NEMO.